I was trained to do improvisational comedy, and forgive me for sounding blowhardy, but, you listen, you give and take, you say, yes and not only that, but. You don't say, I don't know what you were talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that shuts things down. And Danny was kind of a nullifier. And I'll give you an example. I'll give you a great example of that. I was making a point, and my point was when my wife goes to Burke Williams and gets a massage, and they charge $120 for aroma relaxation massage for 50 minutes, why does she have to tip the bitch out $25 when she's done? They already made $120 an hour off her. Why do we need to tip that chick out? Let them pay her from the $120. Why do we have to tip that person? Why do we have to tip the person behind the counter at the Starbucks after we just paid $6 for a mochaccino latte? And why do we have to pay, the waitress? Why do we have to tip this? Why do we have to tip all these people? But when you go to Home Depot and you get the old guy to push out the A-frame ladder with the wheels on it, and he climbs up to the top of it, and he gets the swamp cooler down and risk life and limb bringing that thing down. Or the other guy, when you order the 200 feet of anchor chain, he has to pull it all out of that bucket and then cut it with the big bolt cutters and then wind it all up and label it and everything. How come that guy doesn't get a tip? So how come the masseuse gets a fucking huge tip, but the guy at Home Depot doesn't get a tip? And Danny said, I tipped the guy at Home Depot. And I said, A, that's horrible fucking improv, and B, no, you don't. First off, Danny, I know you. You're never out of cowboy boots, and you don't own a crescent wrench. You've never been to a Home Depot, and furthermore, if you have ever been to a Home Depot, I guarantee you never fucking tipped a guy at Home Depot in your fucking life. Now, that's a great example of him nullifying my point and shitting on my point. What makes for good improvisational partners are people that go, you're right. Why don't we tip that guy at the Home Depot? And furthermore, what about the guy who comes out to your house and he's got this snake and he snakes out your main line? The guy literally drops a plumbing device through your toilet, snakes out your main line. You give him $59 and he hits the road. That guy's been wallowing in your own shit. You don't flop him $20.